For a time, Justin Trudeau and Sophie Grégoire seemed to be living a fairy tale life, until they weren't. So what happened? From scandalous behavior to cheating rumors, signs of trouble were always lingering beneath the surface. The story of Justin Trudeau and Sophie Grégoire's relationship began way back when the two were children. Grégoire grew up on Mount Royal in Montreal, and she was acquainted with the Trudeaus from an early age. She was a classmate of Justin's youngest brother, Michel, and had played at the family's home where Justin had moved following his father's retirement. They had a really cool pool with the trapeze and ropes, and we could play Tarzan for hours. We would hide in the closets to have our first kiss. However, life took Trudeau and Grégoire down different paths. Trudeau went on to attend a private French-language college while Grégoire attended an all-girls school. Despite their branching trajectories, though, it would only be a matter of time before the two found their way back to one another. Trudeau and Grégoire would reconnect in 2003 when Justin was already taking his first steps on the road to a historic political career, and Sophie was working as a journalist and TV personality. Trudeau and Grégoire wound up co-hosting the Mercedes-Benz Grand Prix Ball, a fundraiser for the Starlight Children's Foundation. This time the couple hit it off for real. We laughed, we joked, and there was a definite chemistry between us, and I sort of realized, okay, this is someone I have to take seriously. Grégoire would email Trudeau shortly thereafter, but Trudeau elected not to respond, which was irritating. She told the outlet, "I was kind of like, okay, he has no class." By chance, they bumped into each other on the street that summer. Grégoire did what any self-respecting woman would do. She said hello politely and continued on her way. However, Trudeau chased his childhood acquaintance down and asked for her number. Grégoire balked at the request, referring Trudeau back to the ill-fated email. However, the future prime minister took her advice, writing her back that night, and the two set their first date, dinner, and a private karaoke session. The culmination of their intense courtship came in May 2005 when Trudeau and Grégoire were wed in a traditional Catholic ceremony in front of roughly 180 guests. Grégoire reportedly exclaimed, "I'm the luckiest woman in the world," as she entered the church in her wedding dress. After the exchanging of vows, the happy couple jetted off in a car on loan from Justin's dad, Pierre Trudeau, his 1960 Mercedes-Benz. Given their high profiles, Trudeau and Grégoire's wedding was national news, and the couple experienced a level of public scrutiny befitting a star reporter and the son of a former government leader. And the pressures on their marriage would grow in short order as they welcomed a son, Xavier James, 2 years later, and a daughter, Ella Grace Margaret Trudeau, less than 2 years after that. Their third child, son Hadrian, was born in 2014. All the while, Trudeau's political star continued to rise. Trudeau and Grégoire's lives changed forever in October 2015 when Trudeau was elected the 23rd Prime Minister of Canada. Trudeau had been on the upward trajectory for years, having served as a member of Parliament for Papineau since 2008 and as the leader of Canada's Liberal Party since 2013. And while ascending to such heights undoubtedly impacted his marriage with Grégoire, the couple had already been struggling to balance family life with the demands of leading one of the Western world's most prominent nations.
There are times when she hates my job, and she hates me for loving my job.
Trudeau told the CBC in 2014, "Everyone knows how challenging it is to balance family responsibilities with a job that takes me across the country and working extremely hard. Our marriage isn't perfect, and we have had difficult ups and downs, yet Sophie remains my best friend, my partner, my love." Grégoire was already accustomed to incredible pressure and anxiety long before she became the wife of a famous politician. However, being the wife of the most powerful man in the Canadian government brought an entirely different level of scrutiny and public expectation. She may not have been the First Lady in the American sense of the role, but that didn't mean she didn't have duties of her own. While Trudeau was tasked with leading the nation, Grégoire's commitments similarly hindered her ability to live a free life as a wife and mother. Her responsibilities grew to the point that she spoke out publicly about the difficulty in keeping the proper balance, telling Le Soleil of her schedule. "It's hard to choose because it is affecting the people who want your help. You say to yourself, I will try to convey a message that will reach as many people as possible. There's always a price to pay, but the price shouldn't be as high."
Stuff affects us.
Yeah.
Normal.
Yeah.
How you react to stuff
Yeah.
is your decision.
Yeah.
While Trudeau enjoyed a high level of popularity during his early years as Prime Minister, he also dealt with controversy and waning approval during his decade-long tenure. The SNC Lavalin affair, the Aga Khan affair, and resurfaced photos of Trudeau in brownface at a 2001 Arabian Nights-themed gala. However, the controversy bled over to Grégoire and other members of the Trudeau clan in 2020 with the We Charity scandal. That year, We Charity was tapped by Trudeau's government to manage the $912 million Canada Student Service Grant Program, or CSSG. However, critics red-flagged the arrangement due to We Charity's connections to the Trudeau family. For her part, Grégoire had hosted a podcast for the organization called We Wellbeing and appeared at its events. Meanwhile, Grégoire, Trudeau's mother, Margaret, and his brother, Alexandra, had been paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to speak at and otherwise participate in We Charity functions. In the end, Trudeau was cleared of involvement in the We Charity scandal by Canada's Ethics Commissioner, but the damage in the court of public opinion was already done. The highs and lows of Trudeau and Grégoire's relationship were tabloid fodder around the world. That fire was only fueled by their own statements about how hard it was to maintain a united front as husband and wife, and as parents, while also traveling the country. However, speculation about whether Trudeau and Grégoire were truly keeping it all together grew among insiders as their lives appeared to become increasingly separate. According to Politico, gossip about the state of their marriage had circulated in Ottawa for many years, even when it wasn't making headlines. During this time, Grégoire noted that she was making a concerted effort to get back to the childhood version of herself she described as sensitive, courageous, and funny. Grégoire made those comments on Meghan Markle's Archetypes podcast in 2022, adding, "I've been doing so much work to go back to that little Sophie inside of me, through all the adversity, through all my own struggles, and I found her. So I'm going to continue to take care of her."
There's always red flags.
There is always red flags.
And sometimes we don't want to see them. Why? Because we protect ourselves, because we don't want to be left alone.
It goes without saying that rising to the level of political success that Justin Trudeau has enjoyed takes serious work. If his ascension from school teacher to the leader of his nation's government shows anything, it's that Trudeau is willing to give that kind of effort. However, he may have taken his commitment to the job a bit too far, according to Grégoire, who joked that he was a workaholic. During a South by Southwest chat with Grégoire, Gina Pell was talking about workaholics, noting that they may not be doing anything too bad for their health. This prompted Grégoire to fire back with,
"That's bad for your health."
It is?
Of course, I married one.
While she made the comment with a laugh and a smile, and the audience laughed along with her, it offered insight into her difficult relationship with Trudeau. 1 year earlier, Trudeau had alluded to having considered stepping down from Canada's highest office in an effort to save his marriage during an appearance on the Rethinking podcast. He told host Adam Grant, "There was a moment last year as I was facing some difficulties in my marriage where I really wondered, okay, is there a path to step aside?" Like any celebrity couple, every aspect of Trudeau's marriage to Grégoire was scrutinized by tabloids, social media users, and the mainstream press. That included deep dives into whether or not Trudeau or Grégoire ever had an affair. When Trudeau spoke of the couple's ups and downs in 2014, the CBC's Evan Solomon pressed him on whether those ups and downs meant cheating. This prompted Trudeau to say no. However, rumblings of other women have followed Trudeau, including social media chatter linking him to Canadian politician Melanie Joly. In any case, neither Trudeau nor Grégoire ever admitted to any shenanigans. The couple faced rumors and accusations before they were even married. In 2018, reports of an alleged groping from way back in 2000 resurfaced. In the original account, former reporter Rose Knight claimed that Trudeau had been inappropriate with her at a music festival. Amid the renewed interest in the story, Trudeau told the CBC,
"I had a good day that day. I don't remember any negative interactions that day at all."
However, he added that he was sensitive to the notion that women experience some situations differently. The fairy tale romance came to a sudden and shocking end in August 2023, when Justin Trudeau announced that the couple had separated after 18 years of marriage. He wrote on Instagram, "Hi everyone, Sophie and I would like to share the fact that after many meaningful and difficult conversations, we have made the decision to separate. As always, we remain a close family with deep love and respect for each other, and for everything we have built and will continue to build." Meanwhile, a statement from the Prime Minister's office noted that the couple had signed a legal separation agreement. Even as the couple navigated rumors about the status of their marriage and family, the announcement sent shockwaves that were felt way beyond Canada's borders, making headlines around the world. While no marriage is perfect, Trudeau's separation from Grégoire was still incredibly difficult for both parties. During a May 2024 episode of the Next Question with Katie Couric podcast, Grégoire spoke out about her feelings about the split and how she would handle the situation moving forward. She told Couric, "In a way, we have these two words in our language. Marriage is success, separation and divorce is failure. But life happens in between, and we dramatize our relationships because we are insecure. We are afraid to be abandoned. We are afraid to be alone as human beings. It is not in our nature to be alone and just living alone.
It does hurt. It hurts a lot. And it hurts deeply.
Despite their separation, the couple publicly committed to co-parenting their 3 children, and they continue in that shared cause with goodwill. Grégoire told Vogue in 2024, "Instead of having the same path, it's parallel paths. Parallel paths while having a family is possible when there's love and respect. You can still nourish each other in different ways."
I'm definitely not a single mom.
In the wake of their separation, Grégoire scaled back her official duties, released a memoir, and continued to speak at functions. Trudeau, meanwhile, carried on as Prime Minister until his resignation in 2025.